Hi folks, I was thinking all my life, ever since I was a little tiny kid, I've had stress and upset and depressing things to deal with. You know, I used to get bullied a lot in school because I was always the new boy in school because we moved house and I didn't really fit in because I looked a bit different to everyone because, you know, I tan a lot, so I used to have a lot of racial slurs thrown at me, and my eyes used to be a lot narrower and stuff, which led to a lot of racial slurs and against me. And you know, I've spent my life with people being abusive to me, even though I'm really good-hearted. And I think sometimes people take out their bad moods and their anger on good-hearted people because they think the good-hearted people won't fight back, you know, so maybe it makes me a target, trying to be good-hearted to people when they're in bad moods, you know, but that's not what this video is going to be about. But what I was wanting to say is, so much of my life I've been stressed out or depressed because of the way people have been to me and all that, but I was thinking, I don't want to spend the rest of my life feeling really down and stressed all the time. And I was thinking, you know, I was talking about my project Stay on Target and my project Get Things Done, and I suddenly realised one thing I should put on my list is that I should actually try to just enjoy life and try and make things fun and nice, and you know, just try and do things that are nice for me, and so that when I do die, at least I can feel I've tried to make it nice while I'm here, and so that I don't spend the rest of my life feeling down and then getting to the end of my life and feeling I've wasted my life because I've got so badly affected by people being horrible to me and too often. And so I was thinking, I'm gonna try and just do things that are more fun and nice, and I think I've been through a lot of tough times and trauma and stuff, and I think maybe we all deserve to have nice, happy lives. I think, you know, if we're good-hearted to people and all that, we deserve to be happy in life. And if other people aren't going to treat me with respect and all that, then a lot of other people aren't going to treat me with respect, and they don't value the fact I'm good-hearted to them, then I should just try and be good-hearted to myself and try and find ways to make things nicer, because otherwise I end up each day having different troubles and upset and feeling down and stressed out because of how horrible people are being to me, or how they're taking their anger out on me. You know, if they're having a bad day, they treat me bad to make themselves feel better when I see them out in the community and all that, you know. And it's I was thinking that, if we're good-hearted people, we deserve to be treated well by people, but also we deserve to be treated well by ourselves. And maybe if no one else is going to treat me with respect and love and all that, apart from one or two people who really mean so much to me, you know, there are a couple of people in the world that do value me, and that you really do mean so much to me for caring if I'm okay, you know, you really do, so thanks for that. And but what I was thinking is anyone that's good-hearted, we deserve to have happy lives, and if other people are going to treat us bad, it's even more important that we treat ourselves with love, and we're kind to ourselves and we talk kindly to ourselves, and that with our days we try and find ways to lift up how we're feeling. And because that's the point, actually. I'm always trying to lift up other people when they're having a bad day, but I've been really rubbish at lifting myself up. So it's maybe important that if we're good-hearted people, yourself or me, and we try and treat others with respect and with love, and we try and lift people up. And maybe sometimes it's easy to forget to do that for ourselves, to lift ourselves up and to treat ourselves with love and respect. And to try and lift our days up and to try and lift up how we feel, you know, like if the same way we would do for someone else who's feeling down, you know, or stressed out. And so I think I'm going to start trying to remind myself to, and put it on my list. I need to put it on my list before I forget to do that. Is like the next item on my list is try to make things more fun and be kind to yourself, and like try to make life more fun and nice, and try to make life nice, so that just through the small and big things we do for ourselves, you know, like and try and find ways to lift up our own days, you know. So I think it's really important we do that, especially the way things are. I think it's always been tough in the world, you know, but like in our lives, there's a lot of tough stuff goes on around us, and you know, there's a lot of stressful things going on in the world sometimes, and in the way people are to each other and to us, and the way people treat us. And I think it's so important we find ways to lift ourselves up and to make ourselves feel better, and to, you know, like try and find, and I think I'm going to try and find, and it might be worth trying to find, like ways to lift ourselves up during the day, you know, little things that are just nice, that make us feel happy, and like just little things really that make us feel good in our day. And if little things, and I think I'm going to try and think of things that when I'm having a tough day I can do, that things, I'm going to try and think of things I can do that lift me up emotionally and all that, and so that the stress doesn't beat me, and so that I want to be able to start to feel like I'm enjoying life and that life is good. Because one thing I've noticed is that every time I start to feel really buoyant and like uplifted and happy, like that's when the horrible people seem to cut me down. And I think maybe it's like when they see me when I'm out in the community, those bitter people, they purposely try and cut me down emotionally, because they're bitter about the fact that I'm feeling good when I've managed. And sometimes it can take me, like, it takes me so much effort to build up how I'm feeling after all the tough times I've been through, that they don't realise how big a battle it's been for me to build myself up to feeling good on that day, you know. And so, like, I think it's so important that we, like, avoid people that cut us down, and also don't let people cut us down. And you know, just if they start to be horrible to us, just don't even bother trying to talk with them. Just get away from them, and surround ourselves with people that are good-hearted to us. And but it's so important, I think, as well, like, because it's impossible to avoid bitter people all the time when we're out in the community. So I think it's really important to try and find ways to, like, to build ourselves up after we've been knocked down by someone, you know. And I'm going to try and figure out how to do that, and I'm going to have a think about things that are good to do to lift myself up, and then put them on a list, and try and actually do those things when I'm having a tough day, you know. But I met some really nice people earlier today as well. They were such a lovely family, and you know, so there are good people in the world and all that. And I think it's important we just try and spend more time with good-hearted people, and being kind to ourselves, and finding ways to make our lives feel really nice and happy, and to feel loved by ourselves if no one else is going to love us. You know, like it's, you know, it's I think we can get, you know, trained from an early age to feel like it's bad to treat ourselves good, you know. But really, you know, we need to be able to treat ourselves good, and we need to be able to lift ourselves up when we're having a tough day. And you know, so it's a good idea, I think, to try and find things that we like to do that lift up how we're feeling, and find things that lift up our emotions and all that, you know. So you know, so I'm going to go and try and do that. I'm going to go and try and figure out what actually makes me feel happier after tough times, and then write that on a list of things to do when I'm having a tough time, and then I'll try and do more things to lift up my day when I'm having a tough time, and just generally try and make a point of, like, trying to enjoy life more, and trying to make things nice, and trying to do nice things so that I can feel like life is nice, you know. And I really hope you find ways to, I hope you find things that you like to do that lift you up, and even little small things. And I think if we find those things and then do them, it might help a lot to lift up our day, just even a small thing. And one thing is that I like is I'm going to eat a pizza, so I better go now because it's just about ready in the oven, so I better go before I burn it, and so it's nice and so that I can enjoy it and so I can feel like good that I did a little thing where I made myself a pizza. And so little things like that can really lift up our day, just having something nice to eat and all that, so I hope you find something nice that you'd like to do, and something nice to eat if you'd like it as well. And lots of love to you, and I'll see you later. Bye.